Hello everyone, today we're doing a fun Ark Nova top 10 list, and what are my favourite cards in Ark Nova? This isn't because they're good, they're strong, it's just because either I really like the animals or I particularly like what the card adds to the park. So let's start off with the most colourful animal card, pretty much, the Scarlet Macaw. Like I said, it's a fun card because it's got those kiosks and pavilions, but it's mostly because look at the colour. All the colours of the rainbow on the bird. What's not to like? Next up, we have two different cards that I think add something to the Ark Nova zoos, and I kind of wish that there were kind of more options or more stuff like this, and that the special tiles were just that little bit fancier, because I think it could add something to the parks. I think we should be able to add, balloon stands and merch stands and all that sort of stuff, almost like you do on a sort of the Planet Zoo or Zoo Tycoon style games. Next up, we have two types of panda. I couldn't really choose between the two. I think the iconic pandas, just standard black and white pandas, I think are my favourite, but so many people love red pandas. I couldn't not include it on this list. And both of these cards are actually pretty strong. If you can get that giant panda played, just straight up conservation, just straight up points. And then one of the sort of ones that allows you to have a card and a partner zoo for the red panda, that herbivore breeding program. I really like that because you're not having to get rid of a card, and that choice of getting rid of card always flummoxes me. Next up, we have one of the best animals. I mean, it's not my top animals, we'll see what they are in a minute, but a giraffe of any kind. They're just so awesome and peculiar, and coming with some sponsor sort of shifting around, that's just always nice. So a good animal and a good power. It's fun for everyone. Next up, we have one of the coolest monkeys. I was actually, because of COVID, not able to go to Japan when I was trying to, and maybe in a few years' time I'll actually sort of look to go, because one of the things on my Japanese holiday itinerary was going to go and see these monkeys in their natural habitat, and I 100% will be when I can get to Japan. It's just, slightly the other side of the world. Some animals are colourful, some animals are cute, and some are small, massive eyes, big ears, super cute and slightly weird. It's a fun looking animal and an interesting card to play situationally because of that break, jumping along the break track. It can, if you play your cards right, just change what other players were planning on doing, because they all of a sudden don't have that long before the next break, and it's a cool animal. One of the coolest places I've visited is Austria, and they have a lot of these cable cars where you're going up over the trees, up the mountain or along the mountain, just transported. And I really like this car just brings that back to me, and it's quite a cool little feature you could have, and it kind of, in my head, it makes that park unique. I don't care much about the powers. It's just, every time I see this card, even if I don't want to play it, it at least gives me some good memories. There's something just kind of magical about a tiger, and the Siberian tiger, the colours of it is just absolutely phenomenal. More points, loads of conservation points. You need a lot of tags of that area of the world, but it's not a list we're caring about playing the cards. It's just when it comes up, it's a cool card. Penguins are easily one of my favourite animals. They are in my top two, which is really hard to distinguish between the two. I just wish that it wasn't a special tile, which I don't always vibe with the special tiles. Sometimes I love them, sometimes I don't. I just really hope that the expansion includes some more penguins. And my number one animal, like I say, it's a cross between in this case, the hippos and the penguins. They could have been number one each. The reason I went more for the hippos in this case is because of that breeding program, just the ability just to get yourself onto more conservation projects that little bit easier, and then even maybe score a bonus conservation if you've got onto 5. It's helping you along the way and giving you another way to score. It's hard to get 5. I've had this card played and still struggled. Got 4 and just missed that 5th. But, it's a great card to play. And all you need to have is 2 partner zoos, which I'm picking up quite often to reduce my cards costs and trigger the bonuses for covering those spaces. So yeah, they are my top 10. Yes, there were actually 13 cards in that. I just think they're fun cards, mostly because of the amazing animals. Putting aside most of their powers, I think they're enjoyable in the deck. But let me know, what is your most fun card of Ark Nova? Don't care about its power, maybe just care about its animal, or in the case of, like I've said, for some of the sponsor cards, what it makes you think of in the park. Adding those playground elements for the kids or whatever, or that chairlift, or that side gate. Does that zoo near you have a side gate, and that's how you get in? And it just sort of brings up those memories. Let us know in the comment section below, and check out the other Ark Nova lists. They were a bit more serious, looking at the best sponsor cards and the best animal powers. And until next time, have an awesome day.